I have quite a few people on with us this evening. We'll be going live to you here in just a minute. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Dave. We made it through.
Yeah, we came out okay. A lot better than some, and not as good as we'd like, but it could have been so much worse.
Absolutely, it could have been. And a lot of places up to our north and especially off to our northeast were worse.
Yeah,
And still getting it.
you can see in our color-coded maps here that these are all the power outages reported across the area. Still have a few in Hopkinsville, about 850 customers still out. And then over in Todd County, 629 customers still out. Logan County has 729 customers out. And looks like Muhlenberg has 1,134 customers out. And in Caldwell County, 419. And let's see here. This is Crittenden County. It has 329 out. And then, of course, you get on up here where the heavy ice was, like in Henderson. They've got almost 4,000 customers out of power there. I sure do hate it for those folks, especially with the cold temperatures coming in. Same thing all up here is almost 10,000 up here in Saline County in southern Illinois. And then Gallatin County has 2,600 out up near Louisville. Looks like 1,700 over in Spencer County. 2,200 in Bullitt County. It just goes on and on. My heart hurts for them. And so, you know, the good thing is that it's over. This storm is over for right now. And,
at least for us. It's still ongoing off to the northeast. But
yeah, it's pretty much out of our area. Most of Kentucky is about to be clear of it all. Still some problems over around Hazard and Pikeville and Jackson. But it is going to be clearing out for much longer. And hopefully they will all go into recovery mode. The roads are not too bad in the Hopkinsville area. I've been out some today. Had a hard time getting started though. Everything I had was frozen solid. It was a mess. I was just glad to get everything going and get off the hill I was on. So anyway, got a lot of folks on with us today. Mark, looks like. Let me see if I can go back and see some of the early ones. There's a lot on chat. Let's see here. Well, it looks like Charlotte Cobb's the first one I can see. I know there was some more in front of that, but I can't make it go up any higher right now. But she says she's watching from Greenville, and Debbie Soxy says hello. Paula Wagner says hello, Dave and Mark. And Dave, our good friend Dave up in West Virginia, has 8 inches of snow with 3/4 inch of ice. Started snowing heavily about 45 minutes ago. Expect 3 more inches. Oh, my goodness. Well, Dave.
Yeah, when it snows in West Virginia, it snows.
Yes, it does. And so, Dave, you take care of yourself up there, man. I don't want anything to happen to you. You're our biggest fan, and we love you to pieces here. And a lot of other folks on here think the world of you. We are glad that you're doing okay so far. Linda McElrath is on. She says, hi, everyone. And Amanda Patty says, still here, snow dancing in Todd County. She's dedicated. I swear, you got to love her. Had only this fine, light, powdery snow today. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in the snow, Mark. I really thought, because I thought
we'd get a little bit more, but it just didn't produce much as it swung through.
I was watching the radar, and it was looking good, big old band of it, but by the time it got to us, it just dissipated. I see my friend John Jackson's on with us. Hi, Johnny. He's over in Franklin. He says hello to me because he likes me. See, Joey Floyd here in Bardstown, 7 inches of snow and 2 inches of ice. Oh, my gosh, Joey, I hope you've got power still.
Yeah.
Katie Lynn says, outside playing in the snow, waiting for David. I guess you're talking about me. I don't know. Maybe you got another, your other half is named David. But anyway, Heather Cooper says hello, everyone. And Dave is saying hello to everyone. Linda Rainwater is saying hello to everyone. Paula Wagner is watching from Dawson Springs. And I don't think they've got too much power outages on that. I think we've got some maps here. We'll show you here in just a minute. We'll look at everything a little closer. Jenny Stewart watching from Manitou. Hey, by the way, she's the one the hospital's named after. No, I'm just joking. Hotel
She's
Mario.
quite old.
Yeah. Hotel Mario says, hello, David, Mark. No power here. I would say we got 3/4 to maybe an inch of ice here in southern Muhlenberg. The trees are breaking pretty good here. I think she was probably in that band of heavier ice that we saw. Even when our crew went out yesterday doing the road reports, we noticed that as it got up towards the north, it was much heavier ice than what it was down in southern Christian and around Hopkinsville and Trigg County. It looked really good compared to everybody else. But anyway.
As we said, that the break point was about Hopkinsville, probably along the Pennyroyal Escarpment there was the break point. South of there, you didn't get much of anything as far as ice or whatever. North of there, it got more and more the farther north you went.
And this is Dan. Chris Meacham says Christian County schools are 2 hours delayed tomorrow. So that's good news for everyone who was wondering about the school system in Christian County. They're 2 hours delayed. And if anybody else has anything from some of the other counties, just let us know. Judy Seago is watching from Elkton. And there's Amy Crabtree, our road warrior. I happen to know she's probably working too or about to get off, one of the two. But anyway, she sent hello to everyone. Vanessa Rigsby, good afternoon, David from Russellville. Hey, Vanessa. Cheryl Tinsley, watching from Texas. Wow. Hey, Cheryl, I hope everything's going well down there for you and that you didn't get the kind of weather we had. I know there were some storms in that area, so hopefully you came through it okay. Mary Vorvis says, hi, David Mark. Sounds like a few of you got some snow. Hope those without power get restored quickly, as do we all.
Yes, indeed.
Clarissa Maya says, hello from Lewisburg area. Okay, so, Dawson Springs is 2 hours delayed tomorrow. So always remember that. That's a good thing to know. Let's see here. Joyce Slaughter watching from Todd County. Kim Latham, Muhlenberg is closed. Muhlenberg is closed, so everyone knows that. Amy Crabtree says she's always at work. Yeah. Well, she does work awfully hard, so I won't fuss at her too much.
Absolutely.
Anita Wright says, hey, everyone. Lisa Cotton, Dawson Springs is 2 hours delayed. Okay. Keisha Pollard, I fed my birds during all this. And Billy Hadley Newman, watching from the Berg. I guess that's Muhlenberg. Cindy Hayes, Honeygrove, Dave McCook, hello from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You dirty dog. You had to get in there and rub it in on us. There's got to be one out there, so I got to rub it in, but I hope you're enjoying the nice beach weather out there in Myrtle Beach. So, Rebecca Fulton, Morgantown, Kentucky schools are closed till Thursday. And Skyhorn.
I can see that, yeah.
Skyhorn says she's watching from Marion. And Tammy Tatum, school starts at 9:45 tomorrow. And Tammy, I understand you're the one that came up with the term snow buddies. So I might have something for you here. We'll talk about that. We'll get in touch with us a little later on in the week. Nikki Winter says, hello from Paducah. Excited for Friday's system for snow. And that was just what I was going to talk about.
That's right.
Yeah, so they say the schools are closed until Thursday, but from what I'm seeing, it's going to be interesting as we get into the end of the week, and I will talk about that in some detail here in just a moment. Anita good grief. Anita Johnson, I leave out her middle name that way. If I can't pronounce it, I'll just say it. But she's watching from Clarksville, but she lives in Todd County. And then Tim Bell, he says, Muhlenberg schools are out tomorrow. Tammy Tatum says, okay. Anita Wright, weather buddies. Ooh, that's another good one. Darlene Manning, she's watching from Russellville. So got a lot of folks watching from all around the region. And, some of you have been with us ever since this all started, and we really do appreciate it. It has been an unusual experience, even for us, because we don't have things like this happen all the time. And so we learned a few things, what works and what doesn't work with this system. Vanessa Rigsby says, I wish I could click my heels 3 times and be in Myrtle Beach. She says, enjoy. So, my goodness. Let's see here. Linda Schroll watching from Centertown. Shirley Farmer Cherry. Hey, from Russellville. Okay, Ann Johnson says, pronounce Balsall. Balsall, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, Anita. I didn't mean that. But that's how she pronounces it. Anita Balsall Johnson. That's really good. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
Dave McCook. $10 from Dave McCook. He's become a super chatter.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much, Dave. It's very, very kind of you. Believe me, it will go a long ways to help us with the technology we're trying to keep up here. We do have some improvements we got to make on our board here that's in front of you, screen up there. Our winter storm warning, ice storm warnings are not really active and working properly. So we're going to keep improving this product as we go through the coming days and weeks if we can get a break from the weather. So, Mark,
It'll leave us long enough.
Yeah.
Leave us alone long enough to do something.
let's
Yes.
talk a little bit about what we've got coming today and up until Friday.
All right. We still got flurries in the area today, so you'll see a few snowflakes drifting around a little bit. Winds are pretty blustery, running 9 to 16 miles an hour, gusts as high as 25 this afternoon. Those will back off a little bit. But the big news is the cold. We'll be down in the upper teens tonight, back up tomorrow only in the middle to upper 20s. Again, low middle teens tomorrow night, down to around 10 here in the Hopkinsville area on Wednesday night. And then we'll start to moderate just a little bit. We won't actually see a chance of seeing a temperature at or above freezing until Friday. And then we'll be watching it then because that's when the next system is getting here.
Yeah, we're looking at what appears to be a significant snowfall coming, and we will get into detail. I'll show you some models on it. Shirley Carter says she's watching from Hopkinsville. Chris Meacham, no place like Florida, no place like Florida. Nancy Cook, hey Nancy, she's watching from Hoptown. Good to see you, Nancy. Heather Foreman Tapp, she's from Madisonville watching, and Rita Freedstone is watching from Sharon Grove. Frank Reynolds, howdy. We sure did escape the worst of the storm. Oh, gosh, we
Yes,
sure
we
did.
did.
I mean,
We were very fortunate here and from here south.
I was sweating bullets when that rain was so heavy last night. I was really
Because
worried.
we were still sitting right about freezing when
It
that
was
was coming in.
It was
just
close. But
it did warm a little bit through the night before the cold front actually got here
right.
and dropped the temperature back down. So it actually did get a little bit above freezing. I noticed most of the ice has gone off the trees around the area here around Hopkinsville.
Yeah. Lindsay Hopper says she's watched from downtown Mannington, and Anita Wright says maybe we're all the weather watchers. And yes, you are. Your reports have helped us a lot. We've passed it on to others, so hopefully you helped other people as well. Jacob Gibson, it's funny when we experience real winter, everyone starts wishing it's spring. Yeah, well,
always before they were saying, "Hey, when's it going to snow?"
Yeah, well, I can tell you, you're going to be wishing it was spring before this is all over with.
Yeah, probably by the end of this month or probably into February, you're probably going to be tired of snow.
Yeah, Jeannie Wilkins Stratus watching from Greenville, and Wanda Wilson, my friend in Florida, said it was cold in Destin. Teresa Joyce watching from, well, it went by. Anyway, Katie Nichols watching from Auburn, Kentucky, and Dave has matched Dave for $10. So he says, thanks everyone. He's also a super chatter, so I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah.
It's really
We
nice.
really appreciate it.
Let's see, Mignon Higgins watching from Aurora. Good grief, this thing's going by so fast. I got a lot of folks on. Amanda Mason Cup watching from White Plains, Kentucky. And Elaine Albrecht, Heather from Katie's, and Jacob Gibson as far south as Naples. Let's see here.
Naples, Florida is in the 40s this week.
Yes.
And yeah, we saw that. They've actually had some freeze warnings along the Georgia-Florida border area there. I noticed those yesterday on the map.
Well, someone mentioned the snow cream. Anita Basal Johnson says she seconds the snow cream. I wish I could have a little bit too. That would be mighty good. Karen Payne, I always want spring and summer, never winter, and laughing. And Cindy Lear, we still have us on ice on the trees in Muhlenberg, and power is out for some of us. I know, I sure hate it.
Like I said, the farther north you go, the more ice they got. We just didn't get hardly any. I know they got at least a quarter of an inch up that way, and then a half an inch on up as we go on up, probably over a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch up in the Henderson and Evansville area.
Yeah, I tell you, folks, it's going to be kind of crazy, especially when we get towards Friday. Looks like, let's see, Robin Walker says hello. She's in Big Rock, Tennessee. Okay.
Big Rock.
So let's look at this real quick before we get too deep into the chat box and everything. The first thing we want to look at, I think, is the GFS, and this is the current model for today. And In fact, this is the 12, let's
Yeah.
see, 12 noon,
Hey,
as of 12 noon.
yeah.
And we're going to move forward 6 p.m. This is, you can see just a few little snow flurries left behind that storm right here over our area. And we move forward. This is midnight and then 6 a.m. tomorrow. And everything looks honky-dory. It's cold, though. Look how far south the 540 line is. It is cold. And by midnight on the 8th, that 540 line is even down into Mississippi and Alabama, southern Arkansas, Texas. All of you are experiencing very cold temperatures. And it doesn't get a lot better anytime soon. For on the 8th, it's at 6 a.m. Still very cold. We're going to continue. And we'll move this forward, and then look what's coming up from the southwest there. This is at noon
Yeah.
on the 9th, and the 9th is Friday.
No, the 9th is Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. Good grief. I'll get it right here one of these days. So here's 6 p.m. on the 9th. We're watching it getting closer, and it continues to move towards us. 6 a.m. on the 10th. That's Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're starting to get snow across there. And this is about 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And then look at that. We're getting moderate snow, looks like around noon on the 10th, which is Friday. And continuing to get some moderate snow by 6 p.m. And we keep going. And here's midnight, the 11th, going into Saturday morning. And still getting some snow across the area. And then by the time we get around noon on Saturday, looks like we still got some scattered snow across parts of the area. And
Right. And it's on its way out by then.
yeah, by 6 p.m., here it goes. It's heading out the door, and we should be left with some snow on the ground. We're going to look at that, and I'll tell you what we can expect. Let's move on ahead a little bit. This is the 13th, and we got still another little system coming in with another little
Yep.
skiff of snow. So don't know how much that is at this time. It's a little far out. In fact, all of this is a little far out. But as we move on forward, I'm going to move this on a little bit more. See what we're looking at way on out here. We got another good storm there on the 18th. With
Yeah.
snow on the
That
back.
one's going to, I was going to say, that one starts out as rain with snow on the backside.
Yeah, that looks like some pretty good snow on the backside of it. Look at that. Heavy snow, as a
see
matter
that.
of fact. So, yeah, that could be something to watch. Again, on this one, the track's going to be important. If that low goes a little further south, we're going to be buried in snow big time. This will be on the 19th. And I don't know what day of the week that is. I need to get me a calendar put in front of me. But anyway.
The 19th will be a Sunday.
A Sunday, okay. And it looks like it hangs around and then it finally gets on out by the evening of the 19th. And here we go. I don't see anything else till another storm comes up on the 22nd. And that one right there has the makings of a little bit of ice back here. And look how tight that temperature gradient is. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
That's going to be a barn burner right there. That's going to be some windy storm. That one right there will be a storm we'll all remember, I believe, because and I don't know about the severe on the front side. If we have severe, have no fear. Well, that leads right into a commercial. I'm going to tell you guys about some storm shelters, but you guys need to take this to heart because I'm going to tell you the severe season, as much as the winter season is going, I'm pretty sure that when we get to the spring severe season, and it starts about mid-March, that we're going to see some serious severe weather, and you want to be prepared for that. So take a look at this.
Yeah.
What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. And I also want to be sure that we remember Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing, another one of our sponsors, a very good sponsor, as a matter of fact. His number is 270-707-ROOF. If you have some problems with your roof, be sure and give Michael a call. He'll be able to talk to you. He won't charge you just to talk to you, but he does a great job. His team is second to none. So give Michael a call. And also, he owns Lakeside Campground Marina, and you're going to hear more about that as we get closer to spring. There's a website to take a look at it because he's got a nice place there. Visit lakesidecampground.com is the website, so take a look at that. And I want to remember our good friend Katie Moyer. She's probably watching us right now, but her stuff is flying off the shelf. This hemp salve, we can't keep it in stock. It's going so fast. Take a look at what I'm talking about right here. Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hip Works Hip Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today. And I'll tell you, we got a lot of orders in for that. I've just sent her up some orders today, and they're going to try to get it on shipped out. But that stuff's flying off the shelf, and we know it works. It's some good stuff. But you can find it at our online store at dpww.shop, and I think you'll enjoy what you get with that because Mark and I have both used it. We love it to pieces. It is really good. So anyway, okay, that's our 2 cents worth on that. Now let's go back to Chrome here. So we looked at GFS. Someone said, well, what are the chances for snow on Friday? I think they're pretty good, Mark. What do you think? And I have lost your audio. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Even National Weather Service is talking about that snow. They've got it in the forecast for Friday that far out. It's just a chance for snow, but they are talking about it, and they talked about it in the daily, in the weekly partner briefing this morning that I listened to.
Okay.
They were mentioning that chance of snow on Friday with that system coming in, but they're like us. They're saying they're watching it closely because the models are shifting around. They'll shift it north, they'll shift it south. And that'll depend a lot on how much snow we get.
Well, this is a look at the one model run. This is showing January the 11th, Saturday, as this thing comes in from the south. It's a little bit slower than what the other one was showing. This is actually the ECMWF, and it's showing us getting about 2.5 inches right there. Let me back up a little bit. There's the final frame. So by Sunday, we should have around 2.1. So around 2 inches along the Tennessee-Kentucky border. But you see, this is all still to come. So the ECMWF doesn't handle it real well. They don't go as far out.
Oh, with it.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go to the other model. This would be the GFS. And
now this is set up. I think it shows the 24-hour snowfall total.
Well, let's go to.
If you want to go to total, just go like there. You go.
Yeah, I'm on that. So here we go. So this is. Going into the 7th, 8th, and the 9th. There it comes out of Texas, headed our way. This is Friday the 10th, and this is about, midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And then here it comes, already starting to snow now in our part of the country. 15Z, is that 3 p.m.? Maybe
that is 9 a.m. in the morning.
Okay, 9 a.m. Boy, was I off. All right, so anyway, here we go. And then it picks up a lot of snow and brings quite a bit in on us. This right here is showing the amounts of about almost 5 inches, 4.6. Much heavier back here to the southwest. And it's continuing to come and drop more. And now by Saturday at 12Z, that's 6 a.m.
That's right.
5.5 inches in Christian County, and Trigg County has got about 5.2, and Todd County looking at 5.6, and Logan County about 5.5. Even Simpson County gets in on it, 5.5 inches of snow from this storm if this holds true. This is just another model rendition, but here's the thing. We've got 2 models showing a storm. So 2 different models showing a storm. About the same time frame, it does mean you got to take it a little bit more serious because that's more than just a model going out there and saying, well, it's going to do this. So this is something we're going to have to keep eye on. And as we keep going on this, let's go ahead and move it forward. And gosh, the snow just keeps piling up from that storm. So it looks like by the 12th it's about over with, but not before dropping, gosh, about a half foot on
Yeah. Yeah.
Logan and Simpson County. We're here with about 6 inches in Christian County. Same thing with Todd. And even back over to Trigg County, it's looking at about 5.5 inches, and then go up to Muhlenberg, 5.7. So this whole area, the whole region, is going to get some snow out of this if this model here is to be believed. What about Nashville? Let's see. That's from Christina Cruz. Let's see. Nashville should be right about down in here. It looks like about 5.9 to 6 inches of snow there.
Yeah.
There's a 6.1 inches.
Yeah.
So that will go ahead.
And again, this is still, what, 5-6 days out.
Yeah.
So this is out pretty far. This is going to move around a lot and go up, go down. You'll see probably a lot of people saying, oh, it's going to do this. Oh, it's going to do that. We're too far out to know for sure. We won't know for sure for probably till about a day or two before.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Mary Vorvis says, oh man, if that ends up being fairly accurate, I might as well be ready between the 11th through the 20th. But it is winter. I need to buy that hemp salve. Yeah, I'm serious. So that hemp salve is really, really good. Okay, let's see here. Tina Kelly Chapel, she's in Massville. About the same in Massville. I'll look up here and see. But yeah, Massville is looking at about 5.7 inches on that. So the whole region is looking at a good sized snowfall if this is what's going to take place. This will be Friday. Looks like more afternoon, overnight, and Saturday morning.
Just to illustrate what we're talking about, we're talking 4 to 5. A couple of days ago, this storm was still showing up in the models farther out, and It was showing like 9 to 12.
Yeah.
So it's backed off quite a bit just since then. And that they tend to do that. They may show really big things out at the end of the model run, and then as it gets closer, it's like they come to their senses and say, hold it, no, we're not going to get that much.
Well, but I'm telling you, you can't poo-poo it either. It's always possible.
No, you can't. It could go back up just the same as it's come back down some.
Yeah. Well, the good thing, and Joey Beth is saying it right, I'll take it as long as no ice. And, boy, I'll second that motion. That would be absolutely great. April Lilly says she hopes the stores recuperate before Friday. Oh, man, I bet there's not a bit of bread or milk left on the shelves, I'll bet. I don't know. They
probably not.
Well, I talked to both Walmart and the neighborhood market, all of them. Usually I get a call from the automotive part of Walmart, Casey Blakely, who's the department manager, and she always wants to know how much ice melt she needs to order. So we conferred a little bit about that. She does a good job out there. But anyway, this is something people prepare for, and that's a good way to do it. We don't want to just not prepare. We'd rather tell you and it not happen than to not tell you, and then you get caught off guard. I mean, I don't know what other way to do it. Some people say, oh, you shouldn't be telling everybody that. Well, if I don't, then I'm not doing my job, But I'm going to tell you right off that this has a big margin of error on it still. But the fact that 2 models are showing it makes me a little more confident in the fact that we would probably get some snow. Katie Nichols says, I wish we would get 9 to 10 inches of snow. And Taylor Renee, what about Sumner County? Well, Sumner County, in fact, I know where Sumner County is, and they're looking at they're looking at a little over half foot of snow there. So it's going to be a big snow for everybody if this right here continues to be like it is.
Yeah. And this is a different setup than what just happened with this.
Yes, it is.
The storm that just happened formed over in Utah and came straight across Kansas in that area, straight across, and did end up just south of us, but a little bit farther south of us. And we were kind of worried. That's why we didn't warm up very much yesterday, as much as they thought.
Patrick Yielding says, I work for Walmart Distribution, and I can tell you we have plenty of supplies ready to send to the stores. That's good to know, Patrick. I'm glad to hear that and glad to hear from you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Brad Jones, our good friend Brad, he says, I hope we get at least one good snow this winter. Oh, but yeah, you're going to get at least one good snow. I can almost guarantee it. I guess I'm going out on a limb by doing that, but most weather people would never say anything like this. So I guess I'll backtrack a little bit, but I do think you're going to get plenty of good snows this winter, and I think that by the time February is over with, every one of you out there is going to be begging for spring. Tina Kelly Chapel says, thank you, David Mark, for keeping us updated and safe. And Heather Page says, Crofton this weekend. Yes, Crofton's in on it too. So,
yeah, it'll be mostly on Friday, and it'll probably be just like the rest of us. We're looking at about the same amount of snow pretty well. Maybe more in Southern Christian this time than Northern Christian, if it holds the way it's showing now.
Brianna Harden, Logan County, I need some snow. Donna Rose Yarnell Zacusia, I think I got that one. Doesn't appear we're getting any this time around. No, I think we're pretty well over with. Going to see a few more snow flurries as we go through this afternoon and evening, but I think that's just about done. Lisa K, hello guys from Allegheny. I love snow, but I like to tell that ice goodbye, and you're not the only one. I appreciate that, Lisa. Katie Lynn, I'd love more snow. We just came in from sledding. Time for coffee and the fireplace. Boy, I remember those days. Vicki Bivens, I'm ready for spring, David. Yeah. There's our first one. Tammy Tinsley, what the temps for next week? Yeah, Mark, that's a good idea. What are the temperatures for next week?
If we go on farther out in the next week, well, let me look on the models here and see.
Okay.
Look at the temperatures farther out that way.
And while you're doing that, I'll continue to recognize folks. September rain. Hi, David Mark. Please turn the heater back on. Outside faces purple, crying. Oh, my goodness. Donna Rose Yarnell Zacusia says, thank you for everything you do. It is our pleasure and our duty, and we appreciate that. Katie Nichols, everyone but Logan County will get it. We never get the good stuff. Katie, be careful. When you say that, you're going to get nailed. So anyway, I have several people out here watching us over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. I would encourage you to slip off and go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to our channel. It means so much, and it helps us to be able to bring these things to you, all this technology that we have. You saw some of it yesterday as we carried our road warriors out, and they showed you the road conditions, made a big loop from Hopkinsville up to Madisonville, back over towards Lyon County, and back down into Cadiz. So that's some of the stuff we can do. We can carry them live, and you can see the roads as they're seeing it to know what it's like out there. But anyway, I appreciate everything you guys do. But yeah, if you think about it, please subscribe. Join the tribe and subscribe, and you will become a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. So anyway. Okay,
temperatures for next week. We're going to continue most of the days. We're going to see highs in the upper 20s to low 30s. Maybe could have a warm up a day in there somewhere to close to 40. But the overnight lows, again, we stay very cold down in the teens most of the time.
Yep. Jackie Mess says she needs 6 inches or more. She's ready for some snow. And
you know who, which we didn't mention?
Who? What?
Tammy Tatum and her super chat.
Yeah. Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Well, she sure did. Tammy, good grief. I'm sorry. I did not mean to overlook you. Just for that, I might have something here for you. You got to stop by. That's all it is to it. Why don't you stop by sometime tomorrow if you have a chance, and I've got a little something here for you as thanks for some other stuff you've done for us. And anyway, Heather Clay says, I'd like some snow. And Willie Houchins says, David, I'm ready to cut grass again. Not me. Not me. Let's see. Joy Baxter has subscribed. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate that. And you are now a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. Did y'all see that little funny face jumping up and down on the map there? I kind of like that. That's something that Shane, one of our technicians, he rigged up for us, says, hey, take a look at this. So I don't know. We're going to leave it up for a while, see how we like it. But, yeah, it's kind of neat. Let's see here. Jenny Stewart, thank you for all you do. I appreciate you both preparing us for the weather. And Patricia Fuller says, thank you for the update. Tammy Tatum says, sure. Heather Clay, I'm late to the game. Is this talk of the next system? Yes. It is. The thing you see up on the map is the next system. This is on, well, this is the snowfall amounts by the time it reaches Sunday the 12th. It begins on Friday evening and continues overnight into Saturday and off and on Saturday, and then here we go. That's how much we're looking at. So that's why I've got that up there. Tammy Lynn Campbell, hello, David and Mark. Linda McElrath says it's hilarious. She's talking about the little jumpy face. Let's see here. Tammy Bridges says, how much will Katie's get? About the same as everybody else, somewhere around, if this is to be believed, they're saying about 6 inches or so.
Yeah, between 4 and 6,
yeah,
I'd say
yeah,
is what they're trying to show there.
I would say that's pretty accurate. Jacob Gibson says, hate on winter, all y'all want, but there's no mosquitoes in winter. Boy, you're right about that.
This is true.
Let's see here. Heather Clay says, awesome, Chris Mitchum, I'm ready to cancel. Uh-oh, who else is subscribed? Richard Burkeen just subscribed. There's a bouncy face. I think we need to make a sound or something. I believe we can. I think we can make it give it a sound. But thank you, Richard, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. It does help a lot, and you're now a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. In fact, here is what if I can get my fingers here right. This is what the logo looks like. If you want one of these to display in the back window of your vehicle, you can email the channel there. Well, it's actually on the weather page, I think. I mean, on the online store, dpww.shop, and it'll tell you how to get that. Let's see here. So Richard says, so you're saying Friday morning will be good? Probably. It'll be getting...
No, not really. The models and what National Weather Service is saying, they're not really looking for this to start up until about noon.
Okay, so take it with a grain of salt, though, Richard. That doesn't necessarily
that's going to shift around
in concrete. That's right. Tammy Gilkey Hester says, hey, weather dudes. Hey, Tammy. And Rain Hightower, how about Crofton? Same thing, Rain. I think you're looking at about the same amount as Hopkinsville, all the others in the area. The whole region looks like it's covered up with a 4 to 6 inch snowfall. And she says, hey, guys. I guess she was trying to get our attention. Christy says he's ready for some snow. And I know a lot of folks are. Yeah. I just want to try some snow cream. I haven't had snow cream in, I think last year was the first time I didn't even have the chance to get any snow cream. There's our friend Allegra Pace. She says, hi, David Mark. Glad you guys made it in. I'm ready for some snow, and you're going to get your wish here soon. September rain. My bones hurt. It's too cold. I truly need some hemp cream, and I wish I could have gave something to you guys for showing us the tour. That was amazing. If I had the money, I would have given them something. No, it's okay, September. We do appreciate you being on with us, and your support means a lot. Amy and Shane are good. They understand. It was just a thing that if someone wanted to, that'd been fine. But we appreciate that. But the online store, yeah, that hemp salve is going crazy. I swear, I know that Katie was busy writing down all the orders I was sending to her, and I think they're going to ship it out immediately from up there at their factory. But whoever ordered that stuff, I know some of them just all they ordered was some of the hemp stuff, and so it'll be going on out the door. Then the ones that's ordered hemp work stuff, along with some of the merchandise, the I Love David Powell koozies. They're going to be going out separate, so you'll receive 2 different packages. So anyway, that's how that all works out. April, Nicole, go ahead.
Dave, everyone's calling for snow, asking about snow, whatever. A Facebook memory came up for me this morning from 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
We had about 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground because I've got pictures of it all over my vehicles and the porch of my house.
Well, I tell you what, I've often wanted to keep a log. I just never do it, even though I would say, I'm going to write this down and remember this, and I never do. But anyway, I'm glad that there's Facebook memories that come up. 7161 says, hey, all y'all. A little late to the party, but better late than never.
No, this is true.
I agree.
And don't forget, you all, or you don't forget to pass on. If you miss our actual live broadcast, you can go back and watch it later or rewatch it.
Sure can. So just remember that. And I'm really hoping we can get to 6,000 subscribers before the next couple of weeks are over. We're only like about, 240 some odd away?
Yeah, something like that.
So please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to us. It means a lot. YouTube will become much happier with us. They'll send us a little more money than what they have been, and it will help us to continue to improve our product and make you guys very happy with the technology. And I just pulled my headphone jack stand off. I can still hear everyone though. So anyway, sometimes when I'm talking, I talk with my hands, and you know. Anyway, let's see here. And Fowler said we still have some heavily coated trees in Fredonia. Several big limbs have broken off in my yard. I'm glad. Hopefully, you still got power up there. A lot of folks having to reschedule things. Tammy Tatum says not as much fun. Jacob Gibson, 10 years ago in February and March was when we got 2 snows over a foot each in 2015. And, I remember that. That's been a while, but I do remember that. Vicky Orton Bivens, actually, I don't mind the snow. I think it's beautiful, but I don't like the ice. I know none of us do, and I'm sure glad that this next thing doesn't look like there's going to be any ice in it other than snow. Chelsea Reese, hey, friend. And she brought us some good old chili last night. Whoo-wee, that was
Oh
sure
my
good.
goodness, that was good.
It would make a bulldog break a log chain. I'm telling you, it was some kind of good. And the grilled cheese she sent with it, man, it hit the spot. We were starving because we were up here talking to you guys. We didn't even think about bringing food. We were on like 4.5 hours. And my voice was going away and just everything, but it all worked out.
By the way, your bowl and your plate and lid are all clean. So if you'd like to come by and pick them up anytime, you certainly can.
Yep. Sunny161, hit the thumbs up. Tammy Joseph Allen, how many inches of snow are we going to get for Friday? Well, I'm going to tell you just generalities, between 4 and 6 inches, with some areas off to the east, 6 or more inches of snow. So, yeah, it's going to be a decent snowfall pretty much for everybody if this model holds true and if it all works together. Remember, this is just a model showing the snowfall estimation for what would be on the ground. So that's what we're looking at.
And that's going to, as we say, that's going to move around a lot and go up, go down, go sideways 3 or 4 different times at least before it finally gets anywhere close to being here.
Now, we probably won't update tomorrow. We'll probably be back on Wednesday, and we'll look at this again and get a better handle on it and know a lot more about it Wednesday than we are today. So be sure and tune in on Wednesday when we get ready to do our midweek update, and I think we'll have something good for you. See here, Mary Vorvis is laughing at us. Vicky Orton Bivens says, we got a deep snow around this time in 94 also. Yeah, probably think we did. Yeah, I remember. And then Carl Lathram, David, is it possible to ever tour your facility? Absolutely, Carl. You tell me when you would like to, and I will set it up to where you can. And, you bring a few people with you. I can take a few people. I can't take a huge crowd, but the storm room is second to none. People want to come and they want to stay. In fact, they want to sleep in it. And I have to say, wake up! But anyway,
start charging them rent.
Yeah, they love it though. It's really neat. It has lightning and thunder and I could put wind in it. I just don't want to. I don't want to make it too awful realistic, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Michael Henderson, I honestly believe the lakes affect our weather. Thoughts? Yes. I will
Absolutely,
give that,
they do.
Yes, I will give that a very strong yes. That's true. They do. Chelsea Reese says snow for Friday, but she wants her kids to go back to school. Oh, my goodness. September rain. And out here on Butler Road, we had a lot of ice up until that rain came in. It warmed up a little bit and melted all the ice. So thank you, Jesus. It was amazing. I was concerned as you were yesterday, David. And yeah, I was concerned. I'll be honest with you. Chris Beecham says 73 days until spring. Bring it on. My wrist is hurting because this cold weather got to go. Have it looked at. Might be arthritis or carpal tunnel. Okay, I got you. Arthritis or copper. Oh, good grief, Chris. We got to talk about your spelling. Mary Vorvis says, I want to see it. Mary, I would love for you to come see this. I will try to give everybody, one of these days I'm going to turn this camera around so you can see it, because you can see it from this desk. It's over kind of in an adjoining room, but there's not much of a wall between us, but it's really nice. It's something to see. Jacob Gibson, the forecast will change 10 times between Thursday and noon to the start of the snow Friday. And yeah, you're probably right, Jacob. Let's see here.
At least.
Debbie and David Morgan are watching, and they say thank you for your reports. You're most welcome. Chris D, do you have a favorite winter memory? Do you each have a favorite winter memory? I remember we used to have a hill close to us, and we used to take water and throw it on the hill and let it freeze so we could slide down it a little more. Of course, the people that lived there didn't like it too much because we kept it pretty slick. But But that was kind of fun. You know, we did a lot of sledding back in those days, and I haven't done that in years. But I kind of, it's one of my favorite memories. Plus, my mom making snow cream. Oh my goodness, she could make some snow cream that would you could kill for. She made it with pet milk, which is evaporated milk, which gives it a different taste. There's a lot of things that you can put in to give it a different kind of taste depending on how you want it to taste. Let's see. Nancy Tolliver says, I didn't realize you were still on. Snow on Friday. I'm sorry. No, she said she didn't realize we were on. Okay, Nancy, I'm sorry. I thought she meant we were on from yesterday still. So, but yeah.
Feels like it.
It does look like we're going to get some snow on Friday. So, yeah, I'm fairly certain we'll see something. I don't know for sure how much yet, but anyway. Tammy Tatum says, it's pretty. Dave Sturgis, the snow reminds me of someone brushing their hair. Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, wait a minute. He don't have no hair. What's he talking about? Darlene Barnett, Crofton is still covered in ice. I'll bet you are. And it's not going away anytime soon either. So hopefully, if we can get some sunshine tomorrow, we'll get some radiational warming that might help melt some of it. But, yeah, it's going to be there for a while. Kimberly Groves, is snow on Friday headed for Providence in Webster County. And as I look at the maps, yes, Webster County is in the snowfall accumulation projected area, yeah. See here, Kimberly Groves. Okay, we didn't talk about that. Margaret Peyton Kirkwood, I work in Hopkinsville and live in Madisonville. I need no more snow or ice. Well, I tend to agree with you, but if you had to choose between the two, I'd definitely take the snow. Because at least you can make it in the snow if you just take your time. But ice, Stephanie Staten McKinney says, is it going to stay cold like it is now? Yes, for a while. It does. It might moderate a little bit, but not a lot. Especially after Friday, if we get snow on the ground, it will moderate even less because you will get what's called radiational cooling off that, and it will get even colder. Jacob Gibson says, it seems like most people aren't as pro-winter as me. I think my soul is meant to live in places that get lake effect snow. You know, I don't know, Jacob. There's a lot of people that really like the snow. They may not be all that vocal about it, but there's a lot of them that do. Anne Marie Jackson, what about Russellville, Kentucky? Yes, sir. Absolutely. Russellville looks to get even more snow. They're up in the half-foot of snow category, according to what I'm seeing. And that's according to this projection on this map that you see in front of you. Michael Henderson says, okay, guys, you didn't do the snow dance live for the past event, so get your dancing legs ready Thursday afternoon. Don't let us down. Michael, only if you come here and you take center stage with us. If you do that, then I'll snow dance right along with you. And everybody will laugh at us all at the same time.
Yeah, because most of them probably wouldn't want to see that.
No. September rain. I got my snow shovel ready. I'm good. LOL, snow I can handle, but no ice. And there's Amy Crabtree on here. Chris D, winter memory. Blizzard of 93 in southeast Tennessee. No electricity for 2 weeks. I was 12 at the time. I bet she had a good time, though, you know. Because when you're 12 and it's snowing and it's beautiful outside, oh, gosh, what beautiful memories. Anna Marie Jackson says, yay, I'm holding you to it this time. Oh, my goodness. See, this is what I have to do as a weather guy. And I say something about snow, man, there's a lot of responsibility there. So that's why you don't see me on here talking about these big apocalyptic storms and all that kind of stuff. Deputy Marcellus Hoover says, hi, David Mark. I just want one good snow. And then Rita Taylor, when will it get too cold to snow? That is an old wives' tale, Mark, isn't it?
For the most part, it is. Everybody says it's too cold to snow. The only thing is that to get really, really cold air, it tends to be very dry.
Yep.
So it's had all the moisture kind of wrung out of it by then, and it just can't hold much moisture. So that's why they say, you know, it's too cold to snow. But believe me, I have lived in places where I've seen it snowing at 20 below zero.
Yeah. Jacob gets some say, I'd be willing to pay good money to see David do a snow dance. Yeah, right. Chelsea Ray says, thank you, Amy, for yesterday's update. Y'all were amazing. And I agree with you. They were amazing. And that was really nice to see. Fun to watch. I think a lot of people just had the TV on the whole time, just watching the different places they're going through. And
yeah,
you know, recognizing the roads that they're traveling down, seeing what the weather's like at those different places. And they don't have to leave the comfort of their home. And so That's a service that we were glad to provide, and I'm really proud of Amy and Shane for doing it. Mary Vorvis is laughing. Anna Marie Jackson, oh no, I know it's hard to predict. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Anna Marie. I appreciate that so much.
We do our best.
And Mike Bynum says, hello, snow buddies. Mike, how are you doing? You were up there in God's country where you got a lot of stuff. Did you fare okay? Chelsea Reese says, me, LOL, 6 hours later. September rain. You do just fine, Mark and David. Great work, my friends. I love you guys. Well, we love you too.
Wow.
You know, all the people that are on here, you're all good friends. We think the world of you. We wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for people that we know that take us seriously and that they do appreciate the kind of work we do. And it's not always fun and games. I'll be honest with you. We've been in some tight positions. Mark and I both have been in closer calls than we really want to talk about, you know. In fact, they got to the point they wouldn't let he and I go out together because every time we did, it's like weather just decided to act up big time. Remember that? Gosh, it seemed like every time we went out together, it could be clear skies, and when we get out in the vehicle together, I mean, the biggest storm comes up you ever saw and becomes severe. Yeah, it's been a while since we did that, though.
Yeah.
Anita Wright says, we appreciate all of you. Tammy Nichols Arnold, thanks for what you guys do. I appreciate that. And Jacob Gibson says, predicting Kentucky winter weather seems to be like trying to catch a greased pig. Yeah, that's a good analysis, Jacob. I appreciate that. You ought to come over here and join us. I probably could use him here. You know, find some kind of use for him, you reckon?
Yeah, we probably could.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
So let's see here. Mike Bynum says, yes, sir, we're doing good. We've got about 8.5 inches of snow and about 1/10 of an inch of ice. Oh, thank God. Because I was worried. It looked like there was a lot of ice coming up there. So I'm glad you got more snow than you did ice. Make us some snow cream and think about us when you do it. Yeah. Brian Montgomery says, give me 2 foot of snow over this ice. Boy, I couldn't agree more. When I saw ice, I thought, oh, no, please no. Rita Russ Barber says, hello from Allegheny, the big city of Allegheny. Know exactly where that is. Been there several times. Nice to see you, Rita. I bet you guys are still kind of having a hard time getting out of there because you're up in the hills and hollers of Northern Tide. Let's see here. Stephanie Camplin, I'm a little late to the party. What did I miss? Well, I guess we should go ahead and do.
Let's do a nice big final recap for everybody before we decide to go anywhere.
Okay.
We are looking at just cold temperatures the rest of the week. Again, our highs are going to be in the 20s most of the time. They may get up close to freezing by Friday. Overnight lows go from anywhere from the middle teens down to 10 degrees for here in Hopkinsville. North of us, they're probably going to be down in the single digits, and the closer you get up to southern Indiana, you could get actually below zero.
Yep.
The wind chills are going to be down low as well. And then Friday, we've got another system rolling in. That's what's on the screen right now. We're expecting a storm to develop down to the southwest and move across to our south. That's going to put us in the snow band, and we're looking right now from this model 4 to 6 inches. But again, that's probably going to move around a lot. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. So we'll just wait and see what happens as we get closer to it.
Stephanie Stratton McKinney, when will you be back on to tell us about Friday? We will be back on Wednesday for sure. And if it looks threatening, we may come back on Thursday and maybe even Friday as well. We will keep you well informed. And I will try to post on my Facebook page, and Mark probably do on his when you can expect us to be on. Let's see here. Darlene Humphrey Bailey says, let's see. Amanda Wright says, I always feel like part of the team when watching you guys. And you know what? Mm-hmm. They are. Yeah. They actually are part of the team. All of you supply valuable information that we spread out to the rest of the viewers and everything. And it's very nice of you to do that and to share what you're seeing. And so you are part of the team. And we try to keep you guys informed. We are all friends on here. That's why we call ourselves Snow Buddies or Thunder Buddies, depending on what the weather is. You are. We're all friends. We're all buddies. And we're glad to have you with us. Mike Bynum says, I just want to say I appreciate you and Mark very much for all you do to keep us safe as possible in every weather situation and condition. Mike, you've been a friend for a long time. We appreciate you too, my friend. I'm glad glad yours came out okay. And I hope you can make a big old bowl of snow cream out of that 8 inches of snow he's got. That is just I'm envious of him. I'd like to have seen some big snow. But anyway, Ashley Coons says
And
evening.
I'm sure our turn is coming.
Yes, I am too. Let's see. Oh, good grief. Hold on just a second. Dropped the set out of my ring. Actually, I dropped the clamp off the desk here. Sorry. I can't keep my fingers still when I'm talking. I just work them. Anyway, let's look at a couple of things real quick before we go. This
All
is
right.
the outage viewer from Pennyroyal Rural Electric, the amount of customers out. And you can see almost all the outages are in North Christian. This tells you in that area about how many customers there are out. It looks like up towards Kelly and Crofton, they've got about 49 customers out there. And I said, well, when I hit on it, it looks like it shows us a little bit different. Anyway,
It does. The closer in you zoom, those big numbers break down into the smaller numbers
I
as you
see.
get closer in.
So if you look at this, they are aware that you're out, and I can promise you they are working hard to try to get everybody back up and going.
Yeah.
So
Over
anyway,
in Caldwell County and over in Todd County as well.
yeah, Caldwell is right here in the southeastern corner of the county, just the opposite of Pennyroyal Forest State Park. Several customers out there, and then North Christian. Gosh, really most of that's from about looks like Kelly northward.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
about right.
About right, yeah. And I live there close, so luckily it didn't get me. But yeah, that is a lot of power outages. 211 up here in Far. That's up around Apex area. And then over into parts of Muhlenberg, especially around Dunmore. A lot of people are out there. And then you go into Todd County, around Sharon Grove, Clifty, Kirkmansville. Several people are out. Pilot Rock Road has several people out. And then Elkton itself has 3. Most of this is all confined to the northern areas where the hills and hollers are. And even over into Logan County, we've got several people out there. You got most of it all back up here towards the north, the northwest. There's 31 out up here around, well, it looks like Sharon Grove Road, Spa Road, that area.
Yeah. Looks like areas that got more ice than we got right here in downtown Hopkinsville proper.
So over around Belton, they've got quite a few customers out. So like I said, Pennyroyal is aware of where these outages are, and I can promise you, they're working hard to get them up and going. So be patient with them. They've been out in this ever since it started, and I swear I don't envy them the job they're doing, but I'm glad they're there. So
Yeah. Morgan Strader, it's going to be coming up from our southwest and probably starting in this area probably around noon or so is what it's showing right now. Again, that timing is probably going to shift around quite a bit between now and then.
Okay, this is the model that we're talking about. I'll back up a little bit so you can see how it comes in. So I'm going back in time. And so it starts approaching us on Friday, January 10th. It begins its approach down in southwest Arkansas and Texas area. And it moves forward fairly quickly, actually. And then it gets up into, looks like, well, started getting effects in around Memphis and then keep going. And it does look like we start picking up a little scattered snow here and there by, let's see, 12Z is 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
On Friday. And then as the day progresses on Friday, it becomes a little heavier. We got an inch of snow on the ground then. And then the heavier stuff gets in here a little later Friday. And it keeps on building and it keeps going. And it's deeper and deeper and keeps going. And here we go. This is at, let's see, is that midnight?
Midnight should be 6Z.
So this would be 6 a.m. No.
Yeah, 12Z is 6 a.m.
All right, 0Z. When is that?
That's 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, I might have to get me a little chart. He's got a cheat chart in there. I know he don't know that memorized for sure. But anyway,
Not a chart anywhere about it.
yeah, okay, I got you. So anyway, this is by Sunday the 12th, and this is where it shows. Well, it's showing 5-6 inches here, so between 4 and 6 inches in Christian County, and you go towards Logan County, then you get into the half foot of snow. Further east up to almost 7 inches. Then Simpson County's almost 6.8, and you go down here into Springfield, Robertson County, about 6.6 inches of snow in Tennessee. Down towards Nashville, looking about the same. There's 6.5 inches. You get on the outskirts, there's 3 inches, but actually looks like Nashville's in the 5-6 inch category there. So really region wide, I think this is what it looks like. So that's what's going on there on that part. See here. Laura McNart Farley says, what if we have thunder and ice? We had that yesterday. Yes, and hopefully
Yes,
that's a
indeed.
thing of the past, Janice
Yeah.
Blau says, so great to be able to have you. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate that. Bethany Surratt, a lot of North Christian is without power, and there are a lot of roads blocked with trees. And yeah, we just showed the outage map from Pennyroyal Electric, and that just also confirms all that. Morgan Strader, do you know what time the snow is going to start on Friday? Well, we have an approximate time. I think it'll start maybe early in the day, but it won't be
Yeah. Probably
steady.
by noon,
Yeah,
I would say, by noon.
yeah. Roger Orfield, yet I'm home. I'm glad you're home, Roger. Delaney Allison, hey, Roger. Lynn McElrath says, you guys are so funny. Well, yeah, but we can't hold a job being funny like that. We have to do something. So
Yeah.
Sue Penn says, what about Muhlenberg County? Well, Muhlenberg is looking the same way. They're looking like at least 4 to 6 inches of snow from that system coming in Friday. We will see.
This far out, they paint with a very broad brush
Absolutely.
in the models. So again, they're just going to show kind of what the whole area is going to show. We won't have any details pinned down probably till 24 hours out, if then.
Yeah, well, we'll try to look at it more on Wednesday, see if we can get a little better handle on everything and see if it still shows similar stuff. Meanwhile, let's look around some of the cameras we've got around here. Let's go up here to around Cincinnati. Let's see what it looks like up here. Let's try this camera here. And it's 31 degrees, and they got snow on the ground. Looks like a fairly decent amount of snow.
Yep.
Yeah, they got snow cream making snow on the ground there.
Definitely.
So that's in Warren County, Ohio. Here's another one.
My niece Judy would be just a little ways north of there. And what was she saying, 4 to 6 yesterday?
Yeah, I think that's right. And look at the flag blowing. It's windy there right now. Don't you know that is some kind of cold out there? So, yeah, that's what it looks like just to our north. We go up even further north. Let's see what we got. I haven't seen this camera, I don't think. Van Wert, yeah, we did. We looked at it once the other day. And they got snow
They're
on
nice
the ground.
and snowy.
Yep. The importance of this snow on the ground to our north, there is an importance to it, isn't it, Mark?
There is. We found out from our friends in agriculture that the snow has to be there to kind of insulate the ground and the beginning of the winter wheat crop from the cold weather coming in, to keep it from being absolutely just frozen when we get down this cold.
And it also provides the ability for the air mass to not modify as much when it comes in on us, too. That's another thing. The snow fields keeps it cold. This is up on Lake St. Clair. You can see the lake kind of back here behind you. It's snowing here. You see the ships in the docks, and but this is right on the shores of Lake St. Clair. It looks like they're getting a little lake effect snow stuff coming in here now. And
Probably.
they've got a little snow on the ground. And 23 degrees. Oh, my goodness, that's cold. With the rain, with the wind, that is real cold. As we come down, we go visit our friends over at Irwin, Tennessee, and see how it looks there. Pinnacle Tower, my goodness, look at the snow-covered
Rather
trees.
snow and foggy, yeah.
Yeah, is it snow and fog, or is that just a fine snow coming down?
It's probably a fine snow coming
Yeah,
down. You
it
can't
is.
see hardly into the valley, but you can see the snow on the trees there.
If you look close, you can see some snowflakes coming down. So, yeah, the interstate's right down here. Don't see much going along on it. Of course, it is Sunday, and Everybody's kind of laid back,
Yeah. What?
huh? Oh, this is Monday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is Monday. Yeah. Okay. Golly. Me. I haven't had much sleep, so hopefully you guys will
Yeah.
forgive me.
Yep.
Ginger Doherty says, thanks for all the update. And Elizabeth Ann Dunn watching. Mary Vorvies says, yep. And Jacob Gibson, I got to say, I like how y'all do these live and interact with everyone. And even though I'm not trained keeping up with the weather, especially storms, is a passion of mine. You need to come join us, Jacob. I don't know where you live. Hopefully you live close by. And because I promise you, you will have a big time here amongst the spotters. Carolyn
Yeah.
Jones Kaplan says, thanks for the update. You're welcome, Carolyn. And we'll go ahead and continue our tour a little bit. Let's look over at Burnsville, North Carolina.
They weren't showing a picture earlier. I don't know if they
weren't?
are yet or not.
Well, they
Oh,
are.
they are now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little airfield. In fact, there's a little airplane sitting there on the strip, and this is a mountain. If you look off over here, you're way up above the mountains and stuff. Kind of neat. A couple of vehicles parked there.
Yeah. But again, they can't see anything over that way, probably because there's snow coming down.
Yeah, it is snowing. I can see snowflakes coming down. So, anyway, Jacob says he's in Trigg County, works in Hopkinsville, so I'm just a short drive away. Then, yes, you need to come see us.
Yeah.
We're going to have a meeting on Tuesday, the 14th, here at the Weather Center at 5:30 p.m. So hopefully you can stop by, and we'll give you the grand tour, the nickel dime tour, and show you our dog and pony show. And I think you will really enjoy being a part of this group. We would love to have you. Let's see here. Here's another one, Jamestown, Tennessee. I'm not even going to look at that. It's clogged up. Let's try this one. Clay County EMA. This is in Tennessee. Doesn't look like it's doing anything there. I don't see much in the way of ice. Of course, that's further south, but it's 25 degrees there, so it's cold. Let's go back and look at our friends over at UT Martin at Martin, Tennessee. And looks like it's
26.6 degrees. And
yeah. This is all we've got to look forward to, because this is what usually comes our way out of Southwest. And anyway, so Dan Brashear, are we getting the 12 inches this weekend? I swear, Dan, I don't know about you, buddy. We're looking at maybe half that on Friday. 4 to 6 inches is what it's looking like according to the computer projections. But you know how that works out sometime. Deidre Bashir says, thank you for the updates. You're welcome, Deidre. And let's see here. Looks like this is Bell City, Missouri, a little city we like to visit every so often, take a look at the weather there.
Looks like they skipped out on most of the snow and hopefully most of the ice as well.
Yep. And that's a good thing, but they sure do have a calm Monday going there. Not a lot of traffic. But it's a cold, gray day, good day to be inside and eating soup. I do want to go up and visit our friends at Spirit Lake. Let's look at Dragon Nation first. This is a place we've been watching, and it was snowing to beat the band yesterday. Now we can see, now that it has come out of it, gosh, that's some deep snow or drifts. I guess it's drifts across there.
That's a drift right across there, and before they hooved it up with a blade right behind those buses, it looked like it was almost up to the back bumper on a few of them.
Wow. That is some deep snow, and it is cold there, 16 degrees. Oh, could have gone all day without looking at that. So let's see if we can find another place that looks inviting, which is our friends at Spirit Lake. It's
nice and icy.
Frozen solid now, it looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see ice fishermen out there soon.
Yeah, I said last night I was looking at that, and there was some kind of a vehicle with a light on it out on the lake.
So
I don't think it was a very heavy one. It may have been a side-by-side or maybe a snowmobile. But it was out on the lake there, I guess, checking to see how thick the ice was.
Yeah, probably not thick enough for me. I can tell you that right now.
That's right.
But it's 25 degrees there, so it's right chilly. Let's look at Norfolk, Nebraska, and see what it looks like. 12 degrees, and man, even under the sunshine, it's 12 degrees. That is some cold stuff, and it's snow on the ground. Looks like they might have got maybe a couple of inches or so, but the ground, there's probably some tall grass and stuff, but it looks like it's been some wind too. So
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe an inch or two is what they've got, but still, that's a nice looking shot, though. It's pretty. Shows you just how big the sky can be. If you look at something like that out in Nebraska and places like that. And
Yeah.
that's
Samantha Bowley is on there asking, is this supposed to be on to hit on Friday morning? Uh, During the day, Friday. We'll put it that way, is when we're expecting everything to start with that storm as it comes in. But that's the timing right now. Again, that could change.
absolutely. We go to Mount Shasta here. And Mount Shasta is completely enshrouded in clouds. If you were able to see it, it would be coming up something like this.
Right in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's completely snow covered. We saw that the other day when we could see it. But yeah, it's 42 degrees there below the mountain, but it's much colder than that up there on it. I can tell you that. And then we move back towards Abilene, Texas. Actually, let's look at Amarillo and see what it looks like up here. Okay, no snow or anything on the ground. Dim
That's
sun.
a cold looking sky, though.
It does, 44 degrees. So, but even with that, it's still pretty chilly out there. And then let's go down to Abilene. United Rescue Alliance. Wow, got a train traveling along the track here. This is just a little rise there in Texas. I guess it's on some kind of tower. But wow, you can see forever. Isn't it beautiful? Shows you just how big the earth really is and how big our country is. Wow.
You can't see it in the picture, but there's a lot of farms and buildings out there visible in that as you go farther out, because you look at that at night and you see a lot of lights out
Really?
there. Uh-huh.
This is Killeen, Texas, right here. Again, another nice day, but a little chilly. Only 42 degrees. And let's see. We might as well go on down here to the Gulf Coast, see what we got down here. Oops. Get off that buoy.
Boy,
Yep. Well, we're going to have to go in real close. We'll try this one right here. Dickinson, Texas. And is it going to come up? Come on. Come on. You can do it.
it should. I don't think there's anything stopping it.
No, it's just not going to do it. So let's go on to the other one here, see if we can get a good shot of that. Texas City. Here we go. Kind of windy, but all in all, a nice afternoon there. 45 degrees, still pretty chilly. Pretty much everybody's chilly across the whole eastern part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And even here, they had some severe storms last night down through here, so they got still some power outages. And we go up to Jackson, Mississippi, Hinds County EMA, and not much to say or see. Just another average day, a little windy, and it's 32 degrees, so it is cool. Yes. Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate that. That one camera thought it was Sunday too and didn't want to work today. Chelsea Reese says that was pretty. And Tamarsha Beckham says Tara Jones. So I guess trying to get someone to watch. Again, I want to ask you guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like the stuff you've seen and you've enjoyed the show, I appreciate it. And this is still a sample of all the counties that have power outages all across the entire region. And then some. So hopefully folks will get this stuff back up and going before long. I will check the outage map again real quick. Let me get it keyed up. See if it has changed any. Let me do a refresh. And here we are. A little bit of a change. These down here have disappeared. So, yeah, it's that looks like they're getting some down slowly but surely.
Just remember, it's cold and windy out there today, and the linemen who are out trying to get the power back on for these people, I got to hand it to them.
Yes, I do too. I feel for them. I really hope that they're going to have a good hot place to go to when they get off and a good meal. Let's see here. Catherine Averett is subscribed. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. That's that little squirrely face jumping up in celebration of you subscribing to us. So Welcome to the tribe. You're a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe now, and we appreciate you being on here with us. It means a lot. Thank you for subscribing. If anybody else that hasn't subscribed, now's a good time to do it while we're kind of a little bit of a lull before the big threat comes in on Friday. And Melissa Hertz says, God bless all the linemen. Thank you. Tracy Runyon says, good afternoon, David and Mark. KC is digging out now. Things are going to take a few days to get back on keel. Got a total of 11 inches of snow. Oh, where are you, Tracy? I forgot where you were.
KC would be Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at Zoom Earth real quick. This is a live satellite photograph of where we are, and I always like to go and look at the wind fields. That tells us where the next big storms are. We got a big one right here just in the Gulf of Alaska. That one will be coming in on us, and I would say there'll be one down here somewhere. This looks like a general trough. Look at the circulation around this. So that looks like a huge low. I guess this is the Aleutian low kind of right in here right now. Or it could even be this right here.
Probably the one up there.
Yeah, it looks like it's controlling everything out really wide. So that would be the Aleutian low right there. It'll eventually move back over here. But yeah, it looks like pretty...
Yeah, the moisture for that for the system that's going to be coming in on Friday does stream in from the Pacific starting off. It doesn't pick up a lot of Gulf moisture until it gets on over this way.
And here it is, I think, right here. You can see it kind of circulation right there. No, that's wrong area to circulate. So that would not be it. Well, it's out there somewhere. Just don't have my eyeballs on it. But isn't that amazing? Look at the wind speeds in this. 47, 52 miles an hour, 54. Wow, that's some strong winds going around this. That's pretty interesting. And this right here, I think it's what we saw up over Hudson Bay that we thought maybe was a polar vortex. Let's look at the temperatures real quick.
It has kicked down that way. Jason, our meetings are for our members and for prospective members, so we don't generally put any kind of a notice out to the general public. We invite people to join the group, and then once you're in the group, we have a private Facebook page and means of letting everyone know when the meeting, when there's going to be a meeting, when the meetings are, and if there's anything upcoming, and if we're going to be activated.
Yeah, if you want to message me on Facebook with your information and stuff, I'll get in touch with you, give you a call. Cindy Huffine says, subscribe. Enjoy listening from Coopertown, Tennessee, but home is Russellville. Cindy, thank you so much. You're now a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. Here's what it looks like. This is the logo you get by being a member of the tribe. The way that came about is someone said, because when people were subscribing to us when we first went on, I would say, welcome to the tribe. And they said, well, what's the name of our tribe? So someone came up with Watchers of the Wind, and it stuck and has been that way ever since. And some folks go to our online store and they order the logo to put on their vehicle, in the back window of their vehicle. It's pretty neat. I've got one in mine. So, yeah.
I've got one on mine. It makes it really easy to identify it in the parking lot.
Yep, sure does. See, this was the ECMWF. There's the GFS. Let's go back to the ECMWF model. This also shows the storm. It shows it a little bit later than the one in the GFS. This is the GFS model, and it shows it as well. So we have two different models that's showing the storm. So we feel pretty good to know. Yeah, it was Tracy Runyon. It was her who coined the tribe's name. I do remember that, Tracy. Yeah. In fact, if I haven't gotten you one, I need to get you one of those logos. Why don't you message me your email and your contact information, and I will see to it you get one of those to put on your rear window of your vehicle. Tammy Tatum says, I got one.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I'm wondering what her big question was up there with all the question marks.
Yeah, what was your big question, Tammy? She's not going to answer. She says, I forgot. But anyway, all right, everybody. I think we're going to get ready to wind this down. Okay, Tracy Runcie got 2 tumblers, 2 logos, and canned koozies. Okay, so Amy took good care of you. That's what I wanted to make sure of. You got taken care of, so I'm glad to see that. And we try to take care of you. And anyway, so Mark, I think we're about ready to wind this down.
I think so.
We've been on for about an hour and a half now, and I appreciate all of you being on with us. Tammy Tatum says, you bringing the hot chocolate. I guess. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Tracy Runyon said, we'd like the first T-shirt when they become available. And you know what? They are going to become available very soon. We get the next thing online. So hopefully that will be soon. Tammy Tatum wants a jacuzzi. That's why she calls it so much. Jesse Reese says, safe travels home. All right, Mark, let's close it on out of here. What do you say?
I think that's a good idea. Everybody enjoy the week. It's going to be cold, but, hang in there. We're not going to have any snow or ice to deal with other than what we've already got up until Friday when we look at the next system coming in. And y'all be safe, and we'll talk to you Wednesday.
And do we get any snow this week? I mean, any sun this week? Good grief. Sun.
Yep, there'll be some sun peeking out. We were partly sunny to sunny. Wednesday's going to be sunny. It's just going to be cold.
Okay. So there you have it. You heard it here first. Tracy Rain says, stay warm. The cold won't last forever, and it won't. So everybody hang in there. And if I don't see you here, I'll see you here.
Bye.